Just in time for outdoor fun or Father's Day, the latest blenders you can take anywhere. Welcome back to Techstination. I'm Fred Fishkin. Joining us again from Blendjet is co-founder and CEO Ryan Pamplin. Hi, Ryan.
Hi, Fred. Great to be here. Thanks for having me.
Well, you have pioneered the portable blender market, born from an accident that led you to refocus a very successful technology and creative career on something that can improve people's lives. We've really enjoyed talking to you about all of that before, and the story continues. You're growing the line and have some new, very fun designs and partnerships. Tell us about this.
Sure. Well, I've got SpongeBob on my right and I've got South Park on my left. These are really fun. And, if you're a fan of South Park or you know someone who is, we've got all the characters on the jar, on the base. Kenny, smashed there on the jar. So I guess if you want to kill Kenny, then you can buy a Blendjet. You can do it over and over again, which is pretty fun. And of course, SpongeBob as well. So I got to give a big kudos to my team. They're so good at designing these and forming these incredible partnerships, with Paramount in the case of these, and, Nickelodeon as well. We've got all the Nick 90s characters that I grew up with, the Rugrats, and, of course, SpongeBob again, and Angry Beavers, and Wild Thornberries, and Rocko's Modern Life, and Hey Arnold, just all of them, which is so cool because these are literally what I watched every day after school. So to come, to this point in my life where I get to see this now, it's definitely a heavy dose of nostalgia. And I think, the millennials out there who grew up with them are going pretty crazy for those. So I'm not sure they'll be in stock for a whole lot longer, but they're doing very well. And we've got another SpongeBob design too, which has the jar all decorated like it's underwater with all the characters from SpongeBob. So it's a hard choice if you're a SpongeBob fan. You go with the full SpongeBob giant smiling face, or you go for the compilation, or maybe you just get both. But what's really neat about all these designs, we've got 70 plus now, is it really just drives an incremental audience. It drives people into the ecosystem. It gets existing customers to buy them as gifts. And a gift of a Blendjet is not just like, oh, here, I know you like South Park, here it is, right? It's often given to somebody who isn't necessarily into blending. And then they get it and they think, well, what do I need a portable blender for? And then you talk to them 2 weeks later and they're like, I use it every day. Oh my gosh, I'm making my coffee drinks in it. I'm making my smoothies in it. I didn't even know I liked smoothies, and you just find that it becomes this part of their daily routine. And it really has a very positive impact on their eating habits for the better. So, I find that it's really fun to talk to people who end up with these, and then, you talk to them a little later, and they've just got such interesting stories about all the things they've used it for. Everybody's on a big savory kick right now. That's a big thing. Savory sauces, people are all about that.
So it doesn't just have to be a smoothie in the morning. You can use it when you're prepping dinner or whatever as well, or lunch. So
Totally. Salad dressing.
you've had these partnerships before, and you still do some long-term partnerships. How important is that to
I think it's
what you're doing?
Yeah, I think it's really special. It feels incredible, right? As an entrepreneur, you could be off in your vacuum doing something, and even if you make a lot of revenue, even if you got the company up at a nine-figure level, it's great. But to have a partnership with Disney, right? There's nothing more iconic than Mickey Mouse. To have another franchise I grew up with, Ninja Turtles, to be able to, see this on a product that I created, it's just it's a level of satisfaction that I never expected to achieve, and just something that makes people smile, and it's something that grabs attention. And I think it really spreads the brand to new audiences that wouldn't have really cared about the product otherwise. So it's grabbing a lot of new people and bringing them into the ecosystem. And it's great credibility for the brand too. So if new people are discovering our product that haven't seen it before, and then they see Disney or Ninja Turtles or South Park or, SpongeBob or Nickelodeon, it's just, wow, this is legit. This is a real product. It must work well. Otherwise, all these amazing companies wouldn't have partnered with them. So I think in a way, it really helps to put wind in our sails.
That's terrific. And credibility is a big thing, Ryan. You stand behind your product. You had a recall the end of last year, and I've seen lots of kudos and then retesting showing that you've done well by your customers, which has been your philosophy from the start, I think.
Absolutely. Yeah, we care deeply about our customers. We go above and beyond to do whatever it takes to make our customers happy. And, I think we've really tried to do everything in our power to make our customers delighted with everything that we do. And, you've got things like our Orbiter drinking lid, which is just such a crazy accessory from an unboxing perspective. People always say like, oh, it feels like an Apple product. It's a $15 lid, but, it is a really revolutionary lid. It orbits around and it has this really nice drinking experience when you're using it because you can open and close with one hand and then you can drink out of it, with a single hand, as opposed to trying to fumble around and open and close. Or with most drinking lids that are one-handed, they actually leak because they don't seal, but this thing really clicks into place. We spent so much time and energy developing this. And, now, of course, we've got, awards for all of our product design because we do put so much energy and effort into not only really nice packaging, but into making really revolutionary products. Our philosophy is to never really make something that already exists. We always want to make something that doesn't exist, that solves a problem that hasn't been solved or hasn't been solved well. And that's really our philosophy with everything we do. Innovation is really baked into our DNA. So we do have some other new things coming that maybe you don't know about that we haven't announced. I'll give you a little preview. So we've got our smoothie straws, which are coming out very soon. And these are incredible. So these are straws that feel like plastic. They've got really fun messages on them, like when life gets tough, just suck it up. Or in the case of mint color, it says, I make everything taste better. So these are really fun. And when you open these up, they are like plastic, like hard. But what's amazing about this is unlike your typical plastic straws, these things are fully biodegradable. So within, literally hours after you start using it, it starts to decompose. And within a couple of weeks, it's gone. And it's a really nice, hard straw that gives you the quality experience of a plastic straw, but it's nice and thick, kind of like a boba straw. So it's great for smoothies, great for using in your Blendjet. You could just, stick it right through your Orbiter lid or just stick it right into your Blendjet jar. And it gives you this incredible, drinking experience, but doesn't kill the planet. And I'm a little bit of a germaphobe. So for me, those reusable straws, I just find them to be a little bit hard to clean. And I like to keep everything really clean. So we wanted to create this product to enable people to have kind of an even more elevated drinking experience for people that like a straw, but want something that's always clean, but also care about the environment. So essentially it's made from food quality ingredients that biodegrade and give it this really unique texture. And, you'll get a 30 pack for under $10. And you can take them with you anywhere and then use them once and just toss them and don't worry about, what's going to happen to them because they are literally going to disappear from the planet.
Just terrific. Great innovation there. And want to mention to people too, I was looking at the site, you've got some great sales going on before Father's Day.
We do. Yeah, we're really cranking it up for the fathers out there. I'm a father. I got a 1-year-old baby who's very cute. And, I am thinking a lot about all the other fathers out there. So, we definitely cranked up the sales for Father's Day. So if you want a Blendjet or you want to get one for a dad near you, now's the time.
And real quick, I mean, there's lots of competition out there. There always is. A lot of imitators have come on board since you've pioneered this. What sets you apart from the competition?
Sure. I mean, we invented this category. We have 150 7+ patents on our technology that are filed, over 80 granted, something like that. And innovation is what we do. So there's just so many things that we've invented that make this the very best portable blender that exists. When you look at the inside, you see that the blade isn't centered, for example. And that's our turbojet technology, which is a patented technology. And what that does is 275 times per second, as the blade is spinning around, we're slamming the particulates into the back wall of the jar. So we're not just using the blade to blend, but the impact of the ingredients onto the back wall of the jar. And that means that you can blend up almost anything in just 20 seconds. So we're not, just brute forcing it with power. We're using fluid dynamics to our advantage to help improve blending. That's just one of many, many, many examples that I could give to you. We've got our pulse mode, so you can double press, and then you can go pulse, pulse, pulse. So if you're using this as a kitchen companion, making something, like a dressing, you want to have precision over exactly how much you're blending. That's another feature of ours that is unique to Blendjet. You've also got a lock mode, so you can throw it into lock mode. If you throw it into your bag, another patented feature, it won't turn on by mistake. So you just hold down the button, 3, 2, 1, now it's locked, and I can just hit it over and over again as many times as I want, and it's not going to turn on. So no accidental blends in your bag. I mean, this is not a product people just use at home. 50% of the time they do. 50% of the time they're taking it on the go. And, features like lock mode are super important to actually making this a good product. Otherwise, you throw it in your bag, the button gets hit by accident, and you've accidentally blended. Or even if you didn't have anything in there, you've maybe hit the button and activated it and killed your battery. So when you get to your destination, it's not ready for you. So there's just a lot of thoughtful design that goes into it. And this is not an expensive product. It's not like the knockoffs are less expensive than our product. So, getting the real thing is certainly a comparable or even lower cost than getting someone who's copied us. And at the end of the day, this is a company that was built from the ground up to build portable blenders. This is not one of 100 products we do. So we're the very best in the world at doing this. And you're always going to see a constant drumbeat of innovation from Blendjet, where, we're always coming out with the next greatest version of our product, the next greatest accessory to take the product to another level. You want to turn a Blendjet into a full-size blender, you can buy an XL jar and turn it into a 32-ounce blender and become the life of the party.
Excellent. And we should mention they're rechargeable, USB-C, really simple, and you can take it anywhere. For more info, the site is blendjet.com. Ryan Pamplin, thank you so much for spending time with us.
Thanks, Fred. Have a great one.